Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, they say for every 3 Yoruba people there are 4 opinions. That is an idiom that actually has some truth to it. As guys, I bring you this. Yoruba Council of Elders reject agitation for Odudua Republic. So this Odudua Republic thing has not even started to germinate yet, and there's already infighting amongst the Yorubas. The headline again, Yoruba Council of Elders reject agitation for Odudua Republic. So now let's now see what the dissenting voices have to say. The Secretary General of Yoruba Council of Elders, Dr. Kunle Olajide, says it is unrealistic for the Odudua Republic to be achieved without violence. Olajide made the assertion whilst reacting to comments by Professor Banji Akintoye that Odudua Republic would be created without bloodshed. The YCE scribe said there had never been a consensus or meeting of the Yoruba nations and elders to discuss the creation of a country made up only of the Yorubas. The medical doctor wondered what parts of the present-day Nigeria would form the proposed country. According to him, Lagos has said it is not part of Odudua Nation, and the head monarch of Ijebu land in Ogun State said his people migrated from North Africa. I visited the war front almost immediately after the truce, and what I saw there, I would not wish for my enemies. As far as the Yoruba nation is concerned, I will not lead my people to commit mass suicide, he told correspondents. So I'm not sure which war he visited, but it carries on. The idea that they can have a peaceful exit is more theoretical than real. There is nothing like the 107 groups, he said, referring to the claim by Akintoye that the call for self-determination for the Yoruba nation had been signed. There is nowhere we have sat down and had a consensus to say we want a Yoruba nation. For us, we believe that if we can have a true Federal Republic of Nigeria in 50 years, Nigeria will be leading Africa in all parameters of human existence. In 75 years, we will be in the league of first world countries. He said although the Yorubas were not happy with the imposition of the Fulani political elite, who are in the minority, breaking up Nigeria is not the preferred outcome. Yoruba people are justifiably angry about the system that we are running that has completely diminished the upward development of the Yoruba people and has rendered most of the youths who constitute the majority of our population jobless. Nigeria appears to have reached the beginning of the end of this unitary centralized pseudo-federalism we're operating, he said. Olajide expressed optimism that other regions of the country will soon join the call for true federalism. He said, there is no part of Nigeria today that is happy with the Nigeria we have. Since the North Central pulled out of Arewa Forum, you don't have any North like we used to have before, and if anyone believes that there's still a northern region, that is the most unsafe part of the country today. They have all the negative indices of human development in Nigeria. A time is coming, and it is coming too soon, that they will be championing for restructuring. He said they had been mobilizing to break what he described as a tiny Fulani elite. We have started mobilizing. We already have a relationship with the cultural groups in the South and the Middle Belt. We are going to reach out to the North Central Forum so that we can reduce this tiny Fulani elite who have gained power through the constitution and the false sense of population advantage the British gave them he noted. So now this is now the position. Now another voice. I have just done now a video. I've done actually now 3 videos in succession, and none of them marry up. So we have heard Femi Falana asking them to go and do a referendum that they should get out of his sight, that what Odudua nation, don't be silly, it's a joke taken too far. Those were his exact words. Femi Falana, a joke taken too far. And then I've just done now a video on Professor Banji Akintoye, who is insistent that the only way out for the Yoruba people is to have an Odudua nation, and is fleshed out that in detail. So now we have now gone now to this Olajide chap now that we're discussing in this particular video, and his position, of course, is that Nigeria must remain as an entity, but a true federalism, which is a loose arrangement, so that you have sub-nations within a superstructure, and that is his own panacea. So you see now when I said for every 3 Yoruba people there are 4 opinions, because the Yoruba, of course, they never agree on anything. And the reason for that, by the way, is that the average Yoruba man thinks that he's the smartest person on the planet, is the most learned, is the most astute, is the most intellectually gifted. And I'm not just talking amongst ourselves, but anywhere you find a Yoruba man anywhere in the world, he values his opinion more than yours. This is why you see sometimes when you see a Yoruba man dating somebody that is foreign, he is not buying anything into that culture. He is bringing them back to Yoruba land. You see an Oyibo girl married to a Yoruba guy, and within 2 weeks you see her already in Iro and Buba. You see her already learning how to make a Foriro, and you see her at Owambe parties trying to do the Nigerian or rather the Yoruba dance, because the Yoruba man is not living his culture to imbibe anybody's culture, but he will take that culture, he will take that person from that culture into the Yoruba culture, because this is the belief system. And that belief system narrows to the individual who just presumes his superiority in intellect, particularly over everyone else. And this is really why the Yorubas always struggle to align behind one champion. Look at the way the Igbos are aligned behind Nnamdi Kanu. Whether you agree or disagree with Nnamdi Kanu, his clarion call is a call to the Igbo, and that by the way is going to be put to test in a day or two's time, in 2-3 days time. By the 1st of October, that will be put to the test, because Nnamdi Kanu, of course, has called on the Igbo people to sit at home for the October 1st, what is it called? Independence Day. So he's called for us sit at home across the entirety of Igbo land, and that is going to be one of the first potent tests of his power base. So if the Igbos sit at home, or even if we can get a 20-30% sit at home by the Igbos, then that really tells you just how potent Nnamdi Kanu is. But no Yoruba person, no Yoruba champion will tell anybody to sit at home, not even the Oni of Ife. Maybe the Oni of Ife might have the clout to mobilize some people, or the Alafin of Oyo, but really no Yoruba person would come out and say sit at home, and any Yoruba person would pay heed to that. They will say, who are you, Tanye? Who is your father? Tanfada, you know, that's how we are. So you already see now the sproutings of the green shoots of this Odudua Republic, that is still not even at a fledgling state yet, is already been stifled and nullified and knocked off by opinion leaders whose opinions supersede the greater good. Conversations in the comment section. 3 Yoruba people, 4 opinions. This is really the death nail on the Odudua idea. Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, Odudua Republic is what we're talking about. Your position is what I am interested in. So come share that with me in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.